Hey everybody, my name is Clay Hewland. Today is May 14th, 2020. The purpose of this video and hopefully video series is to document my experience with partial knee replacement from beginning to end. I'm 52 years old. I've had problems with this right knee for about 15 years. And as I am facing the necessity to have a knee replacement, and I'm doing due diligence to figure out which route to go, I realized there was not a lot of information online, especially in the form of video testimonials, to help with this decision. So it's my goal to document from here on out everything from my experience immediately post-op all the way through physical therapy, and then hopefully down the road where I am back to a active lifestyle again. So a little bit of history is I started my career in the military. I was very active in the military units I was in, very active lifestyle both in the military and out of the military. A lot of running, a lot of physical activity, working out in the gym, CrossFit type exercise routine. And even after my military life, later on when I left the military and became a professional person, I still stayed very active, continued doing CrossFit all the way up until about a year and a half ago. But about 15 years ago, I had a torn meniscus on the medial side of my right knee. That wasn't too bad and just caused a little bit of pain with certain activities, and I was able to tolerate it, continued pushing through it and being active, but it progressively got worse to the point where about 8 months ago, last October, I had a knee scope to repair or to address the medial meniscal tear. The surgery itself was a success, but through the process of the surgery, it was realized that there was maybe a little more arthritic changes on the medial side of my knee than was previously thought. I did get some pain relief for the first month or two post-op, but never really got back to normal. I still had a little bit of a limp, and I still had pain on the medial side of my knee, especially with climbing stairs, and I still couldn't run at all. I could walk, but I couldn't run. It was around that time, in January of this year, when my surgeon first mentioned the idea of a knee replacement. And for me, at 52 years old, an active person, I think it went in one ear and out the other. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't believe that I was that far along that was necessary. But as the idea soaked in, and as I progressively got worse, and x-rays that we did subsequently since January showed more and more of what's called joint space narrowing, where the medial side of the joint space, or the joint space on the medial side of the knee, gets worse and worse because the cartilage is degenerating. And I got worse. My walk got to the point, or my gait got to the point where the limp was worse, et cetera, and I'm at the point now where I can't walk without a significant limp. I definitely can't really, I can jump, but it hurts, and I can't really run. And since then, I've seen a couple of additional surgeons to get second and third opinions, and all of them felt I was probably at the point where the degeneration in this knee was significant enough to warrant a partial knee replacement. I went through some due diligence of my own to figure out which procedure between what is known as the Oxford procedure, and those of you who are considering partial knee replacement will know what I'm talking about. There is an Oxford procedure, which to my understanding is basically computer assisted. And then there's robotic procedure, where a robotic arm actually does the majority of the work while the surgeon oversees and plans the robotic arm. That's called a MAKO procedure. And after seeing multiple surgeons and doing some homework online, due diligence, etc., I determined that I thought the MAKO procedure was the route I wanted to take. And so I am scheduled, like I said, today is May 14th, which is a Thursday. I'm scheduled for this Tuesday to have that procedure. And again, I hope to document the entire process along the way. I'll try to keep, I know these videos can get long, and sometimes it's you know, it's too long to be helpful, but at the same time, I want to leave as much detail as I can along the way so that someone that comes behind me, this can be an aid in them making a decision. Obviously, the decision at the end of the day needs to be made between you, your family, and your surgeon, but I'm only trying to add or augment what's out and available from this one anecdotal experience to help people in the future make a decision. So I think that's all I need to cover today. I am going to attempt to gait up and down here so I could also document what my gait looks like. I don't have anyone to control the camera, so I'll just walk side to side. And so a little bit of a limp, as you can see. You probably can't really tell, but it's the right leg. Anyhow, talk to you soon.